What's going on, guys? Chili Sports Cards. Today, I finally am gonna do my tag grading card reveal. 16 cards. This is how they ship it back. I'm guessing there's a box in here. I didn't want to have it all ready to go because I just wanted it to be like a total experience for you guys to see what you guys can maybe expect if you send out a tag order. I sent it out February 11th. They got it like on the 13th. They started stuff on the February 19th. And I think I just barely got this back on Wednesday. Today's Friday, so a couple days ago. Today's like May 29th. So they had it for most of February, all of March, all of April, almost all of May. So it took a while. They advertised, I think when I paid for it, it was like 30 days. And now they're like at 45 days. And it just took longer than I expected, and I guess it's still not as bad as a PSA is right now, but still worth mentioning that they're backlogged. I think that their capabilities are pretty much maxed out to what they have right now, if you ask me, which is probably about 50,000 cards a month or so is all they can really handle right now. Or else they would be doing a little bit better with the timing. I can't imagine too many people are sending in cards that are like super fast turnarounds, like 2 or 3 days. I don't think that too many people are paying that. But I don't know. Maybe they are. I want to say that the majority of the stuff that they're grading right now is probably TCG stuff, not sports cards. This is a sports card order. You got some basketball, football, and so I'll go ahead and take the box out. And this is what you get. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like the black box. It seems like it's well packaged. All right, let's go ahead and cut this thing. Put that right there. Okay, open. So it looks like there's a couple cards right here that they maybe didn't grade. Overall, I really like the presentation of it. It looks nice. Looks nice. So let's take this out. And I guess they come in these slab packs so you get to open, so that's kind of cool. I would rather get the cards back sooner if it meant then taking a long time to do that. I don't know how I feel about this because, I don't know, it's okay. But I guess we'll go over these two cards first. So, they couldn't grade this card because it's die cut. It's the Lorenzo O'Neal Gold Select Auto. To label themselves as like the future grading with the AI and futuristic, no person grading technologies, for them not to be able to do a die cut, to me, I don't know. That's not. I don't know. It's not good. My favorite cards of all time are die cuts, Flair Hot Gloves. So many different cards that are nostalgic to me that are my favorite cards are all die cut cards. I love die cut cards, and for them not to be able to grade them, for them to say, "Oh, the computer's not smart enough to look at a die cut edge," they need to figure that out. That's a big part of the sports card market is cards that are die cut. So, to me, that they get an F minus for that. I'm guessing that this '89 Bowman, it didn't grade because it was bigger than most other cards. Like, so if you compare it to the Bowman is much taller. It's got about another few centimeters on it, and it's the same width though. So it's just the height. I guess AI futuristic grading can't grade a card that's a little bit taller, or maybe it's the slab. Maybe the slab they don't know how to make one that's a little bit bigger, or use the space inside the slab. I don't know, but they wouldn't grade this Bowman 89. So, from my understanding, tag they won't grade the cards that are a little bit bigger. If it's thicker than 50 point, they won't grade it, and then the die cuts, and then they don't grade vintage stuff. They don't grade like early 80s, mid 80s even. So yeah, I mean, and how hard is it to grade all the newer stuff that's pretty much close to mint? You know, it's like okay, either gets a 7, 8, or 9. To me, overall, and I'll just throw it out there right now. To me, tag, I'm not thrilled with it. I'm not thrilled with the service. I'm not thrilled with the price. I'm not thrilled with anything about it too much, except for maybe that it looks nice. You know, so I don't know if I'm gonna use them again or not. I know that PSA is all backlogged and they're shutting down stuff as far as like submissions and value submissions and stuff. So I do have some stuff that I want to send out. Like I'll probably send these out now and some other Bowmans and some other stuff. You know, some junk wax here, and then just some other cards that I want to send out. You know, Austin Riley here, Bow Breaker, some more of these. So I don't know if I'm going to send some of this stuff to SGC or PSA. I don't know what I'm going to try to do, but I probably won't use tag again. 6 minutes in, so let's go ahead and start with the first card. I'll just do from front to back, I guess. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And let's go ahead and do it. Should be a fun little process here. First time opening up a tag grading. So this is a bow. I don't know. It looks like it got an 8. You can see from the back. So this card, is centered really good for this card. I'm gonna do a separate video diving into the dig reports, DIG. Basically, it tells you where the card's flawed and what's wrong with it and why it got the grade that it gets. I think that there's a service where you can pay for like the actual score that they put inside this little barcode or the QR code, but I didn't pay for that, I don't think, so that's why it's not in there. Overall, just looking at the slab itself, it's just real plain and clear and crystal and clean. I like the slab. I do. I must say I really do like it. So the first slab is a 90 score bow. We got an 8. There was another one of these in the order, so we'll see what it gets. Okay, so this one got the 6. I sent out 2 of these, and one was worse than the other one. I remember that one of them had like some bends in it and stuff like that, and that this one's actually centered okay too. It's not too bad. But I remember that there was one that was significantly better than the other one, and obviously it was probably this one. I'm going to do a video on these 2 cards, and maybe one other card from the order, because I think that they messed up on these bows. I think that this 8 should have been more like a 9. My main problem with these 2 cards is I do not believe that there was only 2 grades in between them. I thought that there should be at least 3 or 4 grades between these 2 grades. So like if this actually got a 6, then this one should have got more like a 10 or a 9 to a 5. Or even like a 9, you know, the 9 to the 6. I think that this card was more than 2 grades better than this one, and it's hard to tell without seeing the cards raw and really close up in person, but this one was significantly better than this one. So I didn't think that it would get an 8, and this one I didn't really care. I wanted to see how they were going to do it, and I wanted to send 2, and I wanted to send one that was significantly worse than the other one, and I think that they dropped the ball. And that's just with my experience grading with PSA and SGC in the past. Okay, this bad boy right here. So this is a 9. It got the mint. I've got big problems with this 9 because when I first sent out, because there's 2 Donruss cards in this order also. I sent out 2, and I think I even stated in the video that I didn't really care too much about like just to see how they did, and that's no big deal or whatever, right? But after going into the tag, the pop, this is the second best that they've ever graded. And the other one that was graded, it was like in 2023, It got like a score of like 930. And if you look at this one and you compare it to the 930, the dig report on the best one has all these little errors on the surface and all this other stuff and all this crap that's going on with it, right? But it's still got the best one. This one was completely clean. Nothing. No bad edges, frays, corners. Like, this card is flawless except for the fact that it's a little off-centered. And it took it down all the way to a 9 mint. And the centering, it wasn't even that bad on this. It's like, it's 40s, 50s. It's like 43, 57, something like that. It's really not that off-centered. And I was thinking about it. It's like, you know what? If you took a ballpoint pen and you just like added as thin as a ballpoint pen cardboard, it would be good. Like, I can tell that this one's a little bit thicker over here on the right-hand side. It is. But if you took off a ballpoint pen's worth of cardboard, it would be perfect. And if you added some here, it would be perfect. Like, it's a little bit thicker up here from his name to the top to this. And I can see that. It's noticeable. It's not bad, but I can tell. And that's about how much it's off. It's just about a ballpoint pen's worth off. So literally, like, if you took a ballpoint pen from halfways of the card 50-50, you can make 50 lines with a ballpoint pen halfway through the card easily. And that's about the size of how they measure it. It's about the same as a ballpoint pen. So for me, if you're talking about a ballpoint pen worth of cardboard missing from here and off, to take that all the way down to like, what is it, like, say it was like a 57, 43, to me that's too much. Especially for an 89 Donruss. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this card's flawless. This card's like, there's nothing wrong with this card whatsoever as far as damage goes. It's just a little bit off-centered, a touch. This should be the best tag Donruss in existence, and it should be a 10. So I'm gonna have to crack this thing and send it to PSA to get the PSA 10 on it. And I don't really want to crack it because it's nice, but I mean, come on, Tag. You guys are killing me, man. Honestly, overall, so far with this service, I'm not very happy with it, to be honest with you guys. If you had to ask me personally if I recommend it, I'm going to probably say no. Okay, so this is the other Donruss. I got an 8. It's slightly the same kind of centering. This one's worse. It is. It's worse. But it's okay. I'll probably just keep this one. Doesn't have a lot of value. And I sent 2 of those ones off for a reason like that. Because I wanted to send a bad one and a good one just to see how they would grade it differently. And I think that they did okay with the Griffey Donrusses, except for I don't think that 9 should be a 9. It should be a 10. Because that card literally, if you wanted to, you could look at it yourself. You go by the grade date, whatever, it's like 5/20, something like that recently on this 89 Donruss. Go ahead and click on the tag report and you'll find it. And you go through the dig and it's like, it's literally perfect. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So I think they just messed up on it. That's just my opinion. So going forward with the rest of the order. This is a Bonix Optic Hollow. Got a 9. Pretty tough. Does look like there's some stuff with it. I'm okay with the 9 on this card. You don't know what to expect when you're sending stuff for the first time. Centering looks fine. It might be a little bit off top to bottom, but clean card. It's maybe like a $50 card, something like that. But that's one of the things that really bites me like really hard about this card. Because if this is like a PSA 10, this is like an $800 card. And we're talking about a ballpoint pen's worth of cardboard. A ballpoint pen's worth. Like, it's nothing. It's not that big of a deal. If you take a good look at this first glance, you're like, okay, yeah, it's centered pretty well. It's not too far off. Like, it's close. And then for everything else to be like flawless, there's nothing wrong with the print, the coloring, There's no dents. There's no damages. The edges are perfect. Corners are sharp. Like, this thing is like mint. It's like perfect. The only thing that's wrong with it is centering. And it's only a touch off, and it got a 9. So they're saying the value of this card is about $50 compared to $700-800. And that, to me, that's garbage. To me, that's garbage. Because that card's flawless. So I don't like that shit. I'm not into that. So okay, we got another Bonix card right here. Prism variation, got a 9. Card looks good. Mint is mint. That's a nice card. It's a clean card. There's nothing too wrong with it. I didn't really go over the report on this one. It's just it's a mint, and that's fine. Same as this one. It's about a $50-60 card right now. It might go up later a little bit. Who knows? But I'll take the 9s. It's good. Seems like 10s are pretty tough to get with this company. And here we go right here. This is a 10. I wasn't really expecting a 10 on this one, but I didn't really like look at it too closely. I just I like this card. I thought it's a nice clean card, and out of all the rated rookies, like, it's like kind of unique and special with the retro look on it. But then it's also got these nice little holographic squiggly line things on it. It's a pretty card. It's my taste. Got a 10. I was kind of surprised about this one. So, you know, it's probably got about the same amount of value as these ones. So we got some football in there. We got 110 so far. So this card right here is the same as the Bonix. It's one of those rated rookie retros. Okay. This one got a 9. It looks the same as the other one. Maybe that corner is just a touch off. It's got a little bit of white showing. But the cases are really nice. I will say that. Like, I really like these cases. They're like look really clean, really simple. I like the fact that you can scan this thing and it'll pull up the dig report on there for you. I really like that. The cases are nice. I really do like the cases a lot. I don't know if I like them as much as SGC, but I do like them a lot. I'm just not sure if I like the AI process. I'm not too sure if I like it too much. Okay, so we got a Jackson Dart right here. This is an Elite Series rookie. Got the 9. It's a clean 9. I don't see much wrong with it looking at the front. Looks like it's a little bit thicker over here on the right than the left, but not, I mean, just a touch off. There's a little bit of edge issue right there on the top. You can see white. So it looks like a fair 9 to me. Maybe even could have got an 8.5, you know. I'm not even sure if they do 0.5s. I don't know. I think they do. I think I have a Griffey 7.5, so I think they do half grades. So we got a press proof Jackson Dart, got an 8. And that's fair. I think that's fair. It looks like it's really heavy on the top, and then it's got a little corner thing here. And I think that they're real lenient on this one. I think it easily could have got a 7.5. So that one's fair. Not a lot of value in this card right here, sitting in an 8, which is fine. This was my first order with them, so I just kind of wanted to send a different quality stuff to see how tough they were. It was more like a gauge type of thing to see what I liked and what I agreed with, and you know what I didn't like and how harsh they were. So that's why I sent some of the same cards twice. So this one got a 9. The centering's a little bit better. It's just a better looking card all the way around. You could tell through the slab that the centering's better on this one. But these blue borders, or the dark borders, they're pretty tough. You know, it's hard to get a 10 on a card like this, even with SGC or PSA. So I feel like the PSAs, honestly, right now, they're almost impossible to get 10s. Like, that card's got to be really clean to get a 10. So here's the next one. This one got a 10 actually. Wow. Jackson Dart Vortex. This is just a plain insert. Some of these have variations where they're, you know, serial numbered and stuff like that. But this is just the base. And it got a 10. 10 gem mint, not 10 pristine. There is a 10 pristine with tag. So both of the 10s that I've got so far, they're just 10s. They're not 10 pristines. Dang, fly buzzed right in my ear. So there's only 2 more cards left in the submission. One of them is a big one. And it's not this one. So this is a Jackson Dart Stellar Rookies. It's a silver hollow. This is out of the Rookies and Star set. Got an 8.5. I really like this card. I wish I would have graded better. All these cards are open up in packs for me, except for this die cut Lorenzo O'Neal. But I've opened up all these cards in packs, so it just goes to show you, pack fresh does not mean 10s. It doesn't even mean 9s. This is a brand new product, opened up by me, handled by me, sleeved by me, put in the submission plastic. I forget what they call these things, and got an 8.5. So pack fresh does not mean mint. Close, but yeah, this is a nice looking card. I like this card. And last but not least, this has to be the big boy. This has to be the big boy of the order. This one is actually up for sale already. I used the seller ready images that Tag provides. I put it up for bid, and I think right now as we speak that there's one bid on it. I started the bidding at $350, and we'll see how high it goes. The PSA 10s of this were selling for about $700, $800. I think the last one sold for like $600 something. And when I pulled this card, I didn't even know what I had. I had no idea because I don't really do basketball too much. But from time to time, I'll open up some basketball just for fun. And we're talking about maybe 2 or 3 boxes a year. You know, I don't open a lot of it. But this is an SSP. It's a case hit. I just happened to get lucky and pull the basically the hottest player in the NBA right now, as far as like the sports market is concerned. What's trippy to me is like the Topps all aces or all kings or something like that. It's the same kind of rarity as this one. This is Topps Chrome. You know, it's got the really cool shiny refractor stuff going on. Same rarity. I think that there's actually less of these graded than the all kings. But the all kings, you know, it sells for, I think, closer to 10,000, you know. It just goes to show you that the hobby pays for what the hobby wants to pay for. You know, the demand of what people are willing to pay makes all the difference. This is the same kind of rarity as that card, but it's way less, you know. Like, I'll be lucky to sell this thing for like 500. When it's all said and done. I think that the bidding ends in just a couple hours. So if you see this video and you like the card and you want to bid on it, it's ending really, really soon. So get on it. But yeah, still really neat card. If I didn't have to just replace the engine in my old car for work, I probably would hold on to it and sell it in a couple years. But I need something to pay for this and get some of my money back, so I decided to put this one up for sale. I'll actually probably post everything up for sale, but I'm gonna crack out the 8 bow. I'm gonna crack out the 9 Donruss, and I'm gonna try to send them to PSA through GameStop, I think, along with a couple other cards that I have. So that was the last card of the order, guys. It got a 10 gem mint. Really nice card. But I am going to do a separate video. What I want to do is I want to break down the digs, some of the stuff that I see that I don't agree with or don't like, and talk about it. And I got some stuff to share with you. I want to say that I took a look at the digs on the bows, and for some reason I think that when they did it and when they encapsulated it, I think that they switched them. It's kind of hard to explain right now, but I'll just get into it in a different video because it's going to take me some time to break it down and to explain it and kind of write down my notes to figure out what the heck happened with these. But I can tell you guys right now that this card should have not have gotten an 8. Like, I can see right now that there is some kind of corners issues here. They didn't have those when I sent them. So the only other thing that I can think of is maybe I goofed, and one of these cards was the one that I meant to send, and it might be this one. Maybe it was this one that I meant to send instead of those. I'm not too sure. I gotta take a good look at this one, because maybe this was the one that I meant to send, and I mixed them up. Yeah, I think it was me. I think it was this one. This is the one that I meant to send. That's what happens when you open up so much stuff. You have so much stuff around. But anyway, overall, guys, I didn't really like the process too much. I think it took too long, and but I do like some things about it. I just think that they need to change. Like, these cards need to get graded. You know, the future of grading, and they can't grade a card that's a little taller in the die cut. To me, that's no good. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know in the video if you liked the cards and what your favorite card was. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, guys.